Welcome to the Now. I'm Ashley.
I'm Gus.
Looks like we've got another contestant in the crowded field of Battle Royale games, and this one is no surprise at all.
Yep, pretty soon, instead of players, they're just going to have 100 different games fighting on a map to see which one is the last one standing.
Nice. This time, it's a major publisher, major franchise getting involved. Of course, we are talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which was shown off in a reveal event today. And the big news is, guess what, guys? Black Ops is going all in on Battle Royale.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, along with a bunch of other modes. Of course, don't worry, zombies are also coming back, so you're going to get that, and that actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but developer Treyarch promised that they're going to put their own spin on Battle Royale. Maybe you've heard that before. Which in recent years has been made wildly popular by games like PUBG. I'm not saying Fortnite.
I mean, yeah. Fortnite.
H1Z1, King of the Kill.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of money to be made in Battle Royale, regardless of whether Fortnite is involved or not, which is why we're now seeing all these big publishers like Activision getting involved. But given the history of Black Ops as a franchise, it could actually be a cool thing. This whole, putting their own twist on it, they might not be joking around.
Yeah, it's true. And of course, they announced a whole bunch of other stuff too. There's going to be other modes that will include zombies, a gladiator arena, and some sort of heist on the board of a cruise ship. Not really super clear on that last one.
Yeah, it's a zombie mode, but it's like steampunk cruise as well. It actually looks kind of cool. I would play that one. And is the big question, is there a campaign?
Is there?
Nope.
Oh.
Regardless, the folks behind the latest Call of Duty game showed off a ton of new modes and features, hoping gamers will have some room in their hearts for more of that multiplayer and multiplayer only action, Black Ops style.
And while the game won't include a single player mode, it looks like Treyarch and publisher Activision are betting that all the different multiplayer modes will hook gamers, along with an emphasis on fast gameplay and lots of guns.
So many guns. As for that Battle Royale mode, the devs stressed they are making it their own. They're calling it Blackout, and it's going to take place in what they described as the biggest map ever featured in a Call of Duty game, which it would need to be. It'll be many, many times larger than the average Call of Duty multiplayer map, and just like other Battle Royale games, players will scavenge for equipment while they hunt down everyone else to be the last one standing.
Oh, and this Blackout mode will also include ground, air, and sea vehicles, so that's something new.
That's pretty cool.
But Treyarch added that Blackout will also draw from the history of Black Ops and will include a lot of content from previous games, including weapons, equipment, gadgets, and even the map will be a nod to past Black Ops maps.
So it might feature landmarks, major features from previous games. That's kind of cool.
Maybe. They also hinted that the playable characters in Blackout might be divided into different classes, allowing for a variety of different gameplay.
But Black Ops 4 won't just be Battle Royale. There will also be a number of different zombie modes, including one that involves gladiatorial combat.
Oh, historical.
Yes, it's historically accurate. And then the one that I'm excited about, which is aboard a cruise ship, looks very Titanic-y, a little bit of steampunk there, kind of fantasy, and then a bunch of people gets zombified.
All right. It kind of looked like the heroes might be jumping through different periods in time, which sounds like a cool feature. While there's no single-player campaign, the zombie trailer showed off little story narratives inside the modes, with one involving an Indiana Jones-style adventure.
Well, then, of course, there will be the traditional multiplayer as well, as you would expect from any Call of Duty. Treyarch boss Mark Lamia said, "We're weaving narrative into each of the modes."
Nice spin there.
Yeah.
There were a number of other features that the devs talked about, but their major focus was around multiplayer and the replayability of the game. One dev called it the deepest, most replayable game in our history. Emphasis is mine.
Yeah, they are clearly trying to establish Black Ops 4 as a competitive game. They want to stick around for years and years, even if they do have another one come out next year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the PC version of the game will also utilize Blizzard's Battle.net online infrastructure, which makes sense considering that Blizzard is also owned by Activision.
And that's kind of weird. I think after Destiny 2 was distributed for PC via Battle.net, they said that don't get used to that kind of thing. It's still mostly Blizzard games, right until their next big Activision game is hitting PC. Now they're doing that. I guess they're turning it into their own Origin, their own Uplay, their own
hopefully better
ecosystem. As for gameplay, the emphasis will be on fast and fluid action, they said. No thrust jumping, wall running, so this is not Titanfall, tragically. Interestingly, it looks like health bars will be back in Black Ops 4, no more automatically healing after you take cover and the bullets stop. You're gonna need a medic.
Yeah, you'll have to rely on a medic named Crash who can heal you, or you can always bandage yourself up.
And in a first for the series, each weapon is gonna have its own set of unique attachments they're calling operator mods. Now even recoil will be unique to each gun, which means every weapon is going to be just one of a kind, to say the least. It is a unique snowflake.
Yeah, that focus on weapons was evident throughout the presentation, with one of the devs saying, "We designed each weapon as if it were a character itself."
The devs also highlighted what they called a guns up style of gameplay, and they listed all the different actions your character can do while still having your gun pointed at stuff.
I want to see a sitcom with that. Like everyone's holding a gun, like making breakfast, you know, holding your gun, pointed at the skillet.
They can call it red versus blue.
Ooh, hey, that's a great idea. All of it seemed very well received by the live audience, and this makes Activision the first big publisher to dip its toe into the Battle Royale craze.
Yeah, of course, Black Ops 4 is still hedging its bets with a lot of the other modes like we mentioned, but if Blackout mode turns out to be a big hit, oh boy, you can bet Activision will immediately start pouring more resources into it.
Yeah, this could be a way to test whether or not Battle Royale is a fad or in fact here to stay.
Maybe a little bit of both. There are always one or two things that outlive the fad. Anyway, the game is launching October 12th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. We're definitely going to get more information about the game in the weeks and months ahead, including next month at E3. I'm sure we'll see a lot more.
And there's also going to be a private beta ahead of launch that's available to people who pre-order the game, but that's about all we know about it at this point.
Still feels like a lot, though, for a reveal event. Anyway, what do you guys think of the Black Ops 4 reveal? Did it look cool? Is it enough to pull you away from PUBG?
There you go.
Let us know in the comments.
And for all your Blops 4 news, be sure to like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the know. When I'm in the base overview, like when you're doing construction, it tells you on the screen you're supposed to hit B to back out of that. But I can't hit B. My B button doesn't work in that screen. I have to hit like what would be the start button, and the start button acts as B in that screen.
It's
like B used to work, and then I reached a point in the game where B no longer works on that screen, and I